So for someone who claims ReZero is his favorite anime, and it is, I've been doing a pretty bad job. Not even just favorite anime, favorite TV show in general. Like, I don't really need the qualifier there of it being specifically anime. Like, it encompasses all. Yeah, I've been very behind on this. That's for several reasons. One is that I have been rewatching the first two seasons. I wanted it to be very fresh in my mind going into season 3. And this takes time. I've also just generally been busy with a lot of other reaction nonsense. I'm behind on many things if you follow the channel. I'm working on it. Rewatching the first two seasons, by the way, I've done it 6 times now, roughly, like very roughly. And ReZero is one of the only TV shows where on rewatch, every single time, the surprise moments are like, ah! The intense moments are like, ah! The sad moments are like, aww. Every time. I can't watch this show without getting completely invested. So I really hope I like the third season just as much as the first two. I know there are issues with the second season especially compared to the first season. I have not read any further in the light novels than I had previously. I've decided to suffer and simply wait for the show to end and then read the light novels to completion. Because I love the light novels too. But there were some things in season 2 that didn't feel really fully adapted as far as pacing goes, mostly. There were some things that got cut. It did turn out, to my opinion, basically fine in the end, but it was a little bit more there than in season 1. But we're talking about a 10 out of 10 that went to like a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I fucking loved season 2. So lots riding on this. I really, 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 really want to love season 3. ReZero, assuming it's finished eventually, is my deserted island show. If I was trapped on a deserted island, what TV show I would want? It would be a completed ReZero. We go. Full reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you can pull up your copy of ReZero, episode 1 of season 3, Theatrical Malice, and press play on it when I press play when the timer reaches 0. We have a movie-length episode here, which I'm told doesn't really do a lot of recap or anything like that. I know we're doing a time skip, but I don't know if the time skip is after the knighting of Subaru, or if it's at the same time as that, because that was kind of a time skip in and of itself. Is he training? You'd think, I assume that he cleans it regularly, but I'm surprised the tracksuit's still any good at this point. Nice. For the record, I have a lot of shit to say about ReZero, so if you don't like pausing, click away. I'm gonna need you to click away. It's not gonna stop. No, it's just not. To Subaru's credit, one thing that really sucks for him is that it's clearly possible for the default human in Lagunica / this world to become stronger than in Japan, in our world. Like Wilhelm being able to do the stuff where he practically dances along the side of the white whale. Not possible! I wonder if Subaru has an upper limit cap to his physical abilities that is far lower than someone who would be training as hard as he is. Born in that world. Sometimes it's anime nonsense. I'm not sure where on the spectrum this is. If it's anime nonsense or a plot point that people can become that strong. 34 seconds and 3, 2, 1, go. Dude! Japanese voice actor for Subaru, Japanese voice actor for Puck. They're getting married. Can you believe it? Subaru stole Puck from Amelia. It's the plot twist we always needed. 42 seconds. We're gonna be here for the next 16 hours, guys. 42 seconds of 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, no. And that was just lap 1, Subaru. Get up. What? Oh, hey. You being nice disturbs me, no matter how in character at this point it is. Ah. Ooh, okay, so it is. I don't remember where the knighting was. I thought it was more like 6 months after, so are we 6 months after the knighting? It could be right there, I'm not sure. Even your sarcasm isn't that mean. This is wrong! You need to be able to do it like 3 times in a row for me to say that. Because you're both giant dorks. Is she taller? She definitely should be. I like how no matter what, she's never gonna be as big of a dork as him. Hey! You not being any older doesn't surprise me. I'm pretty terrible at the names for the Hoshin Company. Aww. I was hoping for that. Oh. Dude, I thought it was Rem walking around. It was like, time skip stuff. You can't skip that. I'm sorry, I'm too excited to think rationally. No, you are not one to talk. You have no idea. You do appear to be a bit older, I think. Oh my. Oh. Does he get a flutter in his heart every time he hears that? Is that the first time she's introduced you to somebody that way? You'll have to forgive me, I'm out of uniform. Right. I'm trying to remember if we've seen you in her grouping before. Yasha Euclius. Yeah, that sounded familiar, right? Yeah. I thought it was Julius when we first saw him, but then we saw the monocle. You are not one to talk about nasty eye looks. Come on, Subaru. You are one to talk about young kids being around. Yeah, you had to be. Are you? Wait. I know Subaru's done it some already, but is Garfield gonna fill the role of the character who's gonna say some cringy shit every time that a serious discussion is going on? Or is it just gonna be both of them? Because if it's both of them, Lagunica is doomed. 547. In 3, 2, 1, go. I went back to the wrong moment. Oh my god. Oh. Now my question is, and this may, I literally paused before we got back to where we were. See, like I said, if you have a problem with pausing, you're gonna need to leave. Goodbye. Okay. My question with Beatrice, and this might not have come up yet because he almost certainly hasn't died, uh, since the last time we saw him die, is does she know about Return by Death now? Probably not. I feel like that'd be a pretty darn big reveal that we'd want to as an audience see. I don't think they would not do it. But I do question how things look from her perspective, being it's so emotionally in tune to Subaru in a way because of the contract. I'm guessing it kind of works similar to how it appears with Puck and Amelia. We'll see next time he dies. 612 and 3, 2, and go. He's Julius's hype man. Garfield's your hype man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you still are a little salty to him, but I thought you'd gotten over it a little bit more than this. I think you're putting on a front. No. He's only 22? Damn. In terms of the attitude, I might agree. If it's a strength matter, I don't think he has a chance. Knowing who you work for, I wonder if anything we hear from you isn't a front, to be fair. You, I don't think anything is a front. It doesn't need to be. Okay. Ooh. Oh, Puck's still not. Whoa. Yeah, that was information that you didn't know somebody else had, isn't it? I like that he's actually thinking about that and not just gung ho, even though he cares about Puck very deeply, not to mention Amelia. He really has learned. And he kept his mouth shut, too, at the big reveal moment. I would hope that he's told her he's from another world at this point. 8:49 and 3, 2, 1, go. Because he's not, I don't really think he cares much about keeping a secret of it, in the sense of being bothered by people knowing. He would just keep it secret for information warfare purposes. It might be a little difficult to do, but Subaru probably should try and seek out, uh, of the world I know. Yeah. Good. It might be good for Subaru to seek out the same education that, like, a first or second grader would get in this world, to try and catch up some of the on some of the cultural aspects. He has read a lot. We know we've seen him in the in Beatrice's library, but probably can't do that anymore. Even you know that's probably not it. Hmm. I'm probably the most deeply fascinated as a character by Priscilla. Her whole deal, I think, is very interesting, mostly because of the way what she believes in. One on that. Like, it might end up being not much, but the pig's greed scene in particular. 10:02. Go. I wonder how Felt is doing at this point. That's what he said. Okay. I missed the cat spirit part of that before it disappeared. I really hope Roswell can remain interesting despite being so completely defeated in terms of his status as a villain. I love the level of faith in Otto. What is his position here? Huh. I really hope that they're all kind of already showing it to me in several ways. Subtle characterization changes, especially for Subaru, that are obvious if you've watched the show. It mainly, despite being a little standoffish, he hasn't lost his personality. He's still dramatic. He's still a little bit childish. But during actual important information exchanges with Joshua, Motherfucker kept his mouth shut, and he was just paying attention. I love that shift. And Beatrice, too, has every reason to be a lot happier in life. I still hope she's a little bit snotty. Yes, her general attitude's a lot of fun. I love seeing things like that. I really hope they can continue to be broadly impressive. Trouble with that, though, is the further and further along they push these characters to strong starting lines for the royal selection, however that actually plays out, whatever's gonna happen. I question what new angles they're going to go after for character development, because they can always do new things to have exciting things happen, to have some big elaborate situation that Subaru will struggle with and die several times with. That is absolutely going to happen. They can always give some reason for exciting things to happen. But what are they going to do to give him and Amelia, those are the two big character cruxes of the show, even though everybody is an important character in the main circle. What are they going to do to continue giving good development chances? These are the things that excite me about good TV. And I do, despite... I was about to make fun of Suicide Squad Isekai, but it's not important here. I do have enough faith in the writer that there are at least decent answers to those questions. Maybe not amazing answers. Let's not get too hyped here. 11:23. In 3, 2, 1, go. It was smart to do a time skip to kind of lower the stress that was being placed in the timeline. She would practically have to, right? I mean, she's not really built for long distance away from you. Not for long. Oh. I so love these characters too much. If you thought I was kidding about, I'm hanging on every line of dialogue, and if I miss even a word, I'm like, no! 11:23, 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, one big question I have is what the heck is going on with Melee? As I assume that she was at least questioned after the fact. She did live, yeah. Now, Beatrice's power probably is weaker than when she, before, right? As, spirit's partially tied to their spirit users' ode, right? Still powerful, she was clearly powerful in the battle against the Great Rabbit. Probably Amelia? You're always hoping for an answer to that knock, huh? Is this gonna be the longest you've been away from her since the whole incident? I really hope her being in danger isn't a drama point in this arc like it was in the last one, just because unless they're willing to go the full length of actually killing her and making it permanent, which I'm hoping not, really strongly hoping not, it would feel redundant for that to be another factor. Man, I really hope we get you back a substantial distance from the ending of the show so that she can be in the show for a good time. I really hope it's not like in the last season or whatever it ends up being. I right. Actual telling. And with Crush losing basically everything about herself. It sounds like the selection is objective, however you win it. Like, he. Oh, Anastasia might be the negotiator, but Priscilla is probably the best manipulator of the group. And in her position. Ugh. Pending on that one, that might just be an early read of her character that doesn't turn out to be correct. 14, 29, and 3, 2, 1, go. I don't think we met the pink-haired kid. What has she done to build her strength? Yeah. She's probably not completely out of it because she had a good framework in her organization, but without her effective leadership. Yeah, we still don't really know what the selection itself actually entails. It sounds like something. It doesn't sound like an election. I'm curious if that was something. No, that character looks too generic. Yeah, probably not. I was kind of wondering. Those are like the small details that if Subaru ends up looping, which I think it's too early, it's probably not going to loop anytime soon. I think he'll make it at least to the end of the episode, if not into episode 2 or 3. This is movie length episode, so I would be thinking absolutely no deaths this episode, but maybe. Um, these are the kind of details that once the loop does start, we won't know it, but they might become important. I doubt it though, because I think if they did end up being important, their character designs would be a little bit more. A little bit more, not necessarily huge. Might be talking out my ass. 1552. In 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, you're basically gonna go talk to the queen of the merchants right now, Otto. This is, in more ways than ever before, stepping above your station, and you better be ready for it. Yeah, that's the reason she's watching him. Because of the. Aw. Getting some one-on-one time with Amelia. I mean, luckily there's no wind. I think we've seen this city in like a flashback or something prior to this. That looks awful familiar. Man, it would be impossible in a big trade city like that to screen everybody. So this has to be recent. 1711 in 3, 2, 1, go. This has to be awful recent that they're putting that level of the full pat downs, not just checking the cargo. One thing, and this was kind of similar to Roswell for a danger presented in season 2, but not quite the same, would be that would be a major obstacle is an enemy who knows about return by death and understands it. We probably wouldn't even know that they knew and understand it if for a few loops. But they would probably just try and trap Subaru, which we've seen once before, which I wonder if he's worked to mitigate at all. To find ways that he can't just be trapped. Aww. Really hope that wasn't, I'm gonna kill you! Probably not. There's that accent. Hey! Oh god, oh god! Reignited hatred! Yeah, he's clearly not being nearly as bold or brash or ridiculous as he was once upon a time. And I think you probably see that too. But the snottiness is there. 100%. Was 1931 in 3, 2, 1, go. How do you know Otto? Oh, yeah, that's right. What? Yeah. They. Oh. I thought it was because he was captured by the witches cult way back when. Yeah. Do they not usually wear shoes, or are they just is it because they're inside? No, I think I would have noticed if they didn't wear shoes before this, right? I'm not sure. You were completely ignored. Ah, yep. Yeah, very similar vibe. Makes you wonder if Subaru actually would be a leg up generally in Kararagi, just because the culture is closer to his own home. So he wouldn't have the normal disadvantages of not really knowing what people mean in certain situations. Okay. We know spoiler, but arguable. This was revealed much earlier in the light novels and still hasn't been revealed in the anime for some reason. Like season 1 territory, this was revealed. Cool. And maybe it's already been revealed in season 3 at some point. I don't know. Aldebaran, Priscilla's knight, is also from another world. I don't know why they chose to cut this from the anime. It was revealed in season 1 time in the books. They probably just cut it because so far at least it hasn't been relevant in the slightest. But I wonder if that line plays different to people who read the books versus the show, because in the show, as far as we're aware at this point, Subaru's the only character who has isekai'd. To me, I totally buy. 400 years ago is a disturbing time for them to bring that up, actually. It's very important time in the history of this world. Yeah, like, I'm inclined to take that line 100% seriously. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if an anime only person wouldn't have. 2148 and 321 go. Now I kind of wonder if there's anything from the period of the light novel up to now that I haven't read that would be giving me the same feelings down the line that they've cut out for whatever reason. To tell. That's a long name. Oh, what's the title of this episode again? Theatrical malice. It's probably their divine protection. Oh, okay. Okay. It's a technology thing. I guess there's no reason Hoshin couldn't have been from Subaru's era. As there's no reason that timelines need to line up when you're jumping to and fro. You're isekaiing. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if that ends up mattering. When's Al from? Ooh. 2315, sorry. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, fair enough. You didn't have a whole lot of large bodies of water where you're from. Whoa, why? Seasick? That'd be a little surprising given how well you are in a ground dragon and things like that. Like, it is a different feeling being on the water versus riding an animal. My understanding. I've actually never ridden, like, a horse or anything, but... But it's a little... I'm surprised there's not more overlap. Well, this is the first time I felt a little worried that you'll die sometime soon. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm worried it will happen. It'll probably be a surprise when it does happen at all times, but early would shock me. I'm kind of expecting his save point to be in the city, maybe even in that talk with Anastasia. Oh my god. She was already slight tsundere. Not slight, she was already massive tsundere before, but good god. Oh, okay, cool. A street performer. A busker. Someone saying a name of one of the sins feels always important. Dude! Okay, I take it all back, Subaru. Maybe you haven't learned how to shut your mouth. Though to be fair, that it was surprising how much your words carried there. Actually, I wonder if she has like an insanely good hearing, possibly. But she wasn't being quiet. Huh. When it comes to translated Japanese songs, I never could have known that the lyrics were pretty terrible. Uh 26 minutes and 3, 2, 1, go. Especially since they didn't seem to bother translating it into an excessively terrible wording. How did she hear him? Why does it still have skip credits? But here we go. Yeah, right? That would have overtaken you dying to the muggers as your lamest death. By far. You just is it just you now? That's a little weird. Yeah, I think she's just a kid. She has a great voice for a kid, but you were a little harsh criticizing the lyrics too much. But yeah, her mentioning pride before, anytime a sin name comes up, it's a little disturbing. Oh my god, you cannot sing. Is that what Monogatari means? Shoot. Shoot. Because he felt the music! Cause she's an improv expert. Liliana. You just did. Your voice is great. I didn't think your lyrics were horrible, but it's translation matter. Is an idiot. Whoa, no, Ray. Okay. Yeah. That's how they explained it. Okay. This is getting money. Yeah, that do you not understand how a busker works? Actually, it's a good question. I don't really know. Is that a thing in Japan? I suppose there might be a cultural difference there. I don't really know if Japan has street performers of any kind. Yeah. Someone enlightened educate me, please. I don't know. 29:15 in 3, 2, 1, go. And I want to know how much money you generally carry on you, because you get paid now, almost certainly. Damn. Double damn saying that in front of. Oh yeah, another thing I've been really long term curious about is a little bit more on her relationship with Imperius. Haven't really strongly covered it. 29:17 in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I don't know if Japan is in this line. Probably there's not real. No, I do know there's not really a tipping culture there. Yeah, I wonder how it works for buskers, because unlike with waiters and the like, tipping is the entire name of the game. With buskers, there's an ethic to it if you actually stop and listen. Oh. I killed him. Don't tell anybody I said that. Yeah, he would be famous for this, wouldn't he? It's nice that a little bit of this is covered. How did that get out? As it should have been a lot more confusing to the people who saw that one. That one surprises me more, that people know. You can't possibly listen to all of his stories. What? Wait. Subaru has enough of a flair for the dramatic that he should damn well know how exciting some of these stories are, even in a morbid sense. Like, he is not somebody who should not have an understanding of the exciting side of these. Even if he can never personally look at them like that. He is too much of a show bitch. Or choice of words. 3108. 3, 2, 1, go. To weigh against empathy. I mean, you can hardly blame Subaru this time, but you can tell I can believe that he's terrified that this will be seen as his fault. Okay. It's not like they didn't. That one looks like a Naruto symbol right there, but it's not like. No, wait, these are the Pokemon badges. What am I talking about? No, anyway. It's not like they didn't know you had a serious one for the crystal coming here. So I can't really say she's showing her hand. 3201 and 321 go. No, wait. Wait. Well, after a certain point, you clearly were. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Although he could have handled it better, this is the only time he's caused something like this that I genuinely don't think is his fault. He just has some supernaturally bad luck, and none of them know who he is. Wait! She should know who he is! Oh shit! She might not clock it immediately because, like, there's probably hundreds of thousands or millions of people in this city, and like, there's so many people she meets in her day-to-day life because she's an important fucking person. Ah! You definitely saw him in Echidna's trial, right? Yes. Nobody else here has a reason to know him. No. Subaru's definitely never seen him before. They might have heard about him. Was anyone available to remember his existence at all from the attack on Crucian Company? I don't know, and I don't think they really specified. The way they make it sound in the books is that he is a lot more of an unknown figure than uh Goose was, though both unknown figures in general, like they weren't named people to the public, so maybe. Hard to say. Hard to say, but Amelia should definitely recognize him if she's got more than a second to think about it. And she should know not to make that clear, too. Probably. 33, 30, 3, 2, 1, go. That was probably smart to do, even if he wasn't. Just because don't let someone lay a hand on your charge. Not in a. Yeah. Amelia. You at least had the pangs. And you didn't really get a good look at his face. Oh. I'll give her a pass. It's been a year since she's seen him. And ooh. I don't give her a strong pass. She should be smart enough, and that should be a big enough experience for her that she should remember it. Unless the contents of the trial are fuzzy to anybody at this point. I'm sorry. Ah, 34-15. In 3, 2, 1, go. I give her a soft pass. She should definitely realize it later. Because he's dressed the exact same way, and that's the kind of thing she probably thinks about sometimes as the events of the trial, because it's a big experience. Ooh. Well, he's probably building connections. He probably knows some people here. He traveled around a lot in his merchant days. You're the guy. Are you gonna be a character? Mugger Man, right? You're one of the three? That's one of the three, right? Yeah, you got accosted by this group enough. Be fair, they succeeded a couple times. Wait. He's not worth it. Dude, for a second, I thought. Dude, I thought for a second Rations was the one who pulled the scary on Garfield, but now this makes sense. 3605. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Man, it's Felt's here too? Whoa! Yeah, Garfield quotes it makes it quotes things about you, so he should be shaken when he learns it's you. You definitely know who he is. So is it still like his general aura that's freaking you out? Reinhard is the most powerful character they've introduced in the show, aside from Satella, right? And the way they make it sound, even that's a debate. Because, yeah, killed the, yeah. And could you please start dressing like anything else, like you have? Wow. Wow. It was one thing when he was semi-generic mugger number 3, but if he's gonna be a named character, he needs any other outfit. Did they make it obvious that everybody else was in town? I must have not. I didn't realize. Is Priscilla here too? Is there some sadness that there's not support for Krush from Reinhard? Or is it because of the relationship specific? Just that. You didn't? Got it. So she's definitely here. That's particularly difficult. Whoa, really? Rem? What's the comparison? I want to talk about this too. Ah, Subaru, you've gotten better at this. Yeah, maybe I gave you too much credit earlier. You're better than you used to be, but you got a long way to go, buddy. I like your new look. No, because she's not wearing shoes. I was confused by the leggings without them. Ah, you scare me in attitude change more than Beatrice. Why did all the blondes change? Yes, Garfield did change, but his was more mid-season too. You're not gonna go fight Reinhardt, are you? Let's impart the very. I like that he still wears the crystal. Let's impart the very simple fact upon you that Garfield, you wearing a different outfit is weird. All the blondes are changing! Yeah, it looks nice, sure. I will grant this. But that it's weird to see you change your outfit at all. Is this the first time we've seen that? Yeah, but like... Hell yeah! I thought he was just about to pass out. That was gonna be his first return by death in a while, and his only goal was gonna be surviving this situation. Oh, what happened to my camera? Popped over a little. I've been getting too excited. 4352. God. 4352. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't think I've ever been so severely on Subaru's side on Team Amelia, but I was Team Amelia, but wait a second. Ooh. Forget for his age. He's probably top 10 in the world from what we've seen strength-wise, putting aside magic. Yeah. Is he like visions of her? Probably not a magic thing, probably just a he's crazy thing. But maybe a magic thing, because her whole deal is weird. Hallucinations are a very specific thing, and I'm not sure if it's gonna matter here. Maybe he is just like seeing hallucinations, and it's not that big of a deal for implications of his mental health. But yeah, let's assume that his character as presented, which doesn't really seem schizophrenic or anything like that, is that way, and there's not extra secrets. Somehow she's actually here. Not like her, but like embedded in his mind in a magical way. I could see them doing that. Again, TV. Maybe it is just a TV thing, but this is a deeply strange. 45, 31, and 3, 2, 1, go. Great to give the voice actress work. She's great. This is one of the few examples of a show I've seen enough Japanese that I absolutely knew who was talking when I heard her. Now I'm surprised that, by the way, we haven't learned anything about more to do with what the heck's going on with Meili. Wiser than she generally acts. I think right? Now that would actually be a pretty darn interesting fight. You're gonna have to jump in the water. What's wrong? What's going on? I mean, I don't expect anything to happen that doesn't matter at this point, and that was a little strange. Four kids just so happening to randomly be in the path of that on a stationary boat in the middle of a moving canal. That was weird. And the one kid has enough of a different character design, the one with the little white hat. I wonder if the kid's important. That should be wording that really throws Anastasia off. Missed it. Even if he's called it something different. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised that that kid's the one that's with you. Yeah. Who's your sister? Raphael? Nah! No, right? Okay, I no longer give a fuck about the boat thing. That's probably not important. Trick. Trap. Oh no. Fuck, that's not his mom, is it? Oh no. Oh fuck. Big ass coincidences happen in this show, but this in every way feels like it's just a trap. Oh no. I'm not going to be surprised from a coincidence angle if it turns out to really be her, because whatever, TV show, that part doesn't matter to me, but the boat being like it was, playing on his hero instincts to put him in this situation. Oh shit. The fact that we damn well know something surprising and horrifying is going to happen before long, and I don't think it's him finding his mom. 50, 30, 3, 2, and go. Nope. Nope. Confirmation that no, never mind. He might remember what his mom looks like, but I was gonna say confirmation that you definitely remember the events of the trial. Important for I love that she I supposed in her sleep. This is the only show that could push me to the edge of tears with basic ass lines like that. It wasn't even that good, but I care so deeply about these characters. It really does speak to the broader character of the likes of Julius, Crush, and Felix that he did get so much credit, because it would have been easy to mitigate him on the sidelines. But A, they were very honest to the folks at the battle with the white whale, so that the folks who survived that battle absolutely gave him the credit he deserved because they knew about him at the time. Uh yeah, it would have them not mitigating his role in the story in any of these battles that he was involved in. I I bet you he wouldn't have gotten the credit for the Great Rabbit if he didn't have the backing of character that he's gotten from those groups of people. Come to think of it, no, him being known to have been a very real part of the White Whale and Sin Archbishop battles, in fact, instrumental. It wouldn't have happened without him. Probably lended credibility when some people from the sanctuary and the village started talking about what happened with the rabbit. Yeah, and Roswell for that matter too. But a lot of people might not take Roswell seriously because of the bias in backing Amelia. Yeah, I like this thought process that I've stumbled on. Yeah, that's probably the line of reasoning they're going with here. Yes. 52-36. In 3, 2, 1, go. In fact, that is even. Oh, come on, man. You shouldn't have this low of an opinion of yourself. Even though it takes him a few deaths, usually in any given situation, when Subaru gets his head out of his ass, he actually is pretty damn good at putting the right pieces in the right places. I always, and I still desperately want him and Reinhard. Him and Reinhard to have the conversation, right? That Reinhard's like, so how many tries did my great scheme take you? how long did you spend tangled in my web? And Super would just be like 16 days, roughly. Like, it wasn't that hard. Roswell just to be broken! He thought he was this great, enigmatic, super genius planner, and it took Subaru 16, 17 days, however, whatever, maybe more like 20, 24 days, because what, was it 4 days, roughly? 4 or 5 days was the loop for season 2, right? And I believe he died 4 times. Could be wrong. So yeah. We're in that 20-day range, give or take. That is, Reinhard was sitting here like it's gonna take him hundreds of years, I'm sure, whatever it would have been. Like, decades to solve this problem, to become more and more like me. I desperately want that conversation to happen. Really, for all the shit that anyone could ever give Subaru, he's done so much better than you or I would have in these situations. Because, well, A, he's really damn lucky. Just be fair. He's really damn lucky. Relatively speaking, like, I know he dies some, but a lot less than he should for someone who involves himself in the main plot this much. But putting aside his luck, like, there's anyone trying to accomplish the same thing Subaru does with the same starting information probably never would have gotten as far as quickly. With return by death, of course. I desperately want that conversation. Because Roswell thought his plan was perfect. Oh. 5303. 3, 2, 1, go. Aw. No denial whatsoever, huh? Not really. We could use a lot more of you, buddy. The thing about his eyes. Ah. Yeah, there's 2 reasons I'd suspect, and one of them we don't really know the details on. Not being able to save your wife. Wow, you looked way different way back when. Wow. We've seen him young, we've seen him old. It's that in between that was a little strange. These are the tough things to be a man in, aren't they? All 3 of you together. How did Amelia not know that they were related? Like, it's public information who he is, right? And, like, maybe not everybody knows, but somebody in her position should have known. That's one of her opponent's major attendants. It's a little weird that, yeah, it's a little weird that she wouldn't have known that. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe, is this one of those cases where it was less obvious if I hadn't read the books? Every morning, right? Oh, you're not gonna take part, Beatrice? Puck woulda. Bubby. Yeah, we've seen you drinking a couple times. That was nice of you. Yeah, but like with Subaru's seasickness the prior day, I wonder if something else is going on here with the sickness that's nothing to do with hangovers or seasickness. Aw. Do you know who you're? Does she know who you're talking about when you say dumber? No! You do understand just how serious of a backer he is, regardless, I'm sure. Not that he deserves any more respect from you. Your relationship did start with him, A, saving your life, but part two was kidnapping you. So, I'd say you never really have to afford him very much respect. I'm a little surprised that Julius is involved at all. It kind of felt like Joshua was going to be more center focus. Yeah, it's a dangerous time. And there's someone even more dangerous than all of you in town. And I kinda wonder his given motivations, because our assumption as viewers is that he's gonna cause some havoc. But he probably has goals. Because look at this pretty face. Ooh, Joshua realized he wasn't screwing around. Not everybody. I half expect Priscilla to barge in on this. One of those. Huh! Hey! Nice work. Is this something you know anything about, Subaru? It would be a little surprising if you did. Nice. Yeah, this is the kind of skill set I'd be a little surprised if Subaru had. Then again, Eh. I wonder if there's any sort of foreshadowing here. Who's giving the magnificent blessing? No, okay, I don't think that's Regulus giving the announcement. 59, 44, and 3, 2, 1, go. It was that final, more excited line that's coming up here that got me a little disturbed. A magnificent blessing, and that excited sound to his voice. Is it just the songstress lover guy, whatever the name is? 59, 51. I'm sorry for getting hung up on this. This disturbs me. Not in like the good way, you know? 59, 51, and 3, 2, 1, go. I don't think that's Regulus talking. They're totally gonna do that. Someone's gonna be on the broadcast that shouldn't at some point. I even expect it'll be Subaru at some point. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be about Subaru. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they're not translating it like they were before. I guess the lyrics were important before, but it's a little lame to me whenever these types of scenes don't have translated lyrics in an anime. Especially, it's clearly important. Oh my god. Had to find some way to broach the subject somehow. Yeah, Reinhard is astonishingly chill. I do think he'd be open to much more dialogue in a way that's yep. That's probably excessively. Is this your son? Excessively chill, and of course it had to be ruined. Dude, duh. He comes in and calls somebody dad, like, and he looks like a member of the family. Bro, Subaru, like, your ability to read the room isn't usually this bad. Got it. In name only? Him? You're one to talk. In fact, I almost wonder if you should get along with him a ton. When he showed up, by the way, I thought it was gonna be Aldebaran. I doubt you're just a drunk asshole. There's particular reasons they hate you this much. I guess we never got full details on all of this, huh? I didn't know it was a title. Okay. I'm hoping he's more than just a foil for Reinhard and Wilhelm. For how horrible he seems, I hope he's also an important character in his own right because I like damaged people. 10506 in 3, 2, 1, go. There she is. Oh, damn, I was really hoping that Priscilla was gonna be vaguely annoyed. Why is everyone so worried about this asshole? 106. 00, 3, 2, 1, go. Because he would annoy so many people? Of course, she's royalty. No, no. Raise your head. Hey. You've spoken enough. Ooh, she really got him. Yeah, we saw you driving her carriage before in the flashback. You really hope he ends up being an interesting character beyond just being the horrific foil to those two. It's oh god. Priscilla is a brilliant case for writing in the flashbacks. Not the flashbacks, in the loops. The pig's greed scene is really a scene that entirely changes Subaru and the audience's impressions of her as a character. Even if it doesn't erase the feelings, because I don't think she's pretending to be this above everyone, but her way of going about it is performative, clearly. I love things like that being something that recontextualize how we look at these people without other characters being in the loop on that. 109.33. 3, 2, 1, go. You know, at least. Like I said, I gave you way too much credit earlier, but you have still progressed. That's just justifying after the fact. Yeah, I'm a little surprised this is coming from you. For which part? Okay. Maybe a little. Just a touch. How poetic. I. Mm, Reinhard is the type. I think he could. He would obviously be in a way worse position in general, but he personally could probably weather that storm. Belt's positioning would be weaker. Okay. Hello there, General Kenobi. Comparatively, first time you met him was a disaster. Come on. It is adorable that he's literally holding her hand so many places. Ah, I kind of wish we'd gotten to see a little bit more of it. Well, you're still here, so might as well have some pleasantries. Will you respect that? I think you will. Liliana sitting over here like, was this a realistic possibility? Because not just one, but two people being like, oh, thank God. 117.11. In 3, 2, 1, go. Is that the announcement coming? We're getting close to the end of the episode, right? And all we've had one, as far as the horrifying elements of this show goes, we've had one. Ooh, hey. Okay. Major elements they've established that are going to play a big part in this arc are obviously Wilhelm's son, Garfield's mom. We'll see about that one. And Regulus. Obviously, all the Liliana, and all of the royal candidates are going to play a role too, but these are our conflict points. I suppose the deal in getting the crystal from the guy whose name is slipped my mind for now. Yeah, but something soon here, within the next episode, is going to be what we consider the danger of the season. 118.09. In 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm kind of expecting that announcer to be I'm kind of expecting that announcer to be somebody else. Archbishop of the Witches Cult? Yeah, I mean, she's got the unique style of dress that. Yeah, it wasn't about Subaru in particular or the other two. They was just the most angry at there being a witch cultist talking. Okay. Bro, you don't know what her authority is, though, to be fair, I'm not really sure. It's obvious as viewers right now that every Sin Archbishop has a different superpower, but maybe it's a little muddier to Subaru because he's only had secondhand accounts of the others at this point. Maybe. I'm not sure. As he knows about gluttony's the memory thing, but how it works or whether it's similar to the unseen hand, not entirely sure, but I wouldn't play, man. 119.50. In 3, 2, 1, go. And it's the same outfit that the rank and file were wearing before, right? In season 1, but with some modifications. Nah, maybe Subaru's hiding it well, but I'm not sure if he believes her. But no, the Romani Conti, I'm not sure if. Hmm. Yeah, people aren't taking her seriously, but I'm not sure if Subaru. I'm not sure about him. No. No. Subaru not taking them. Everybody else I could see thinking this was a performance, but introducing yourself as a witch cultist in this world should have similar vibes to the Satella thing. Like, they should still be pissed off at her, but we're seeing people behind him smiling and being cheerful. This is whatever is she's doing something that's making people overly chill. Yeah, because this is being any witch cultist and claiming yourself to be that should be getting like Amelia level racist scoffs, like given how we've seen this world operate, and you know, yeah. She's already doing whatever her magic thing is. 121.06 in 3, 2, 1, go. I might have thought Subaru was just putting on airs, but not everybody else. Is she turning them into witch cultists? Because it really does seem like witch cultists are just out of their minds rather than legitimate followers. Who was that? That really loud one sounded familiar. Is it the dead announcer or something like that? Ooh, not dead. I don't recognize him, should I? Mind control, okay. Oh, this is scary. And she hasn't done whatever magic he's gonna do. He to him. Okay. What did you do with the other one? It is horrifying that this is working perfectly on Subaru. And I kind of wonder if it'll be like Unseen Hand, where it's just the first time it works on him so well. I kind of hope not, because it creates an obstacle for him. Oh God. 123.40 and 3-2-1 go. Did you escape? Nope. I could see this not being reset, because she might not kill everybody here. She might just leave and they'll realize what happened after the fact. I'm not sure. 125.14. In 3-2-1 go. Are you just gonna drop him, or do you have another idea? Oh. Why? Oh, God. Ooh, everybody did just die. Are you gonna realize what killed you? Because I'm not sure. Nah. I I never could have imagined that his first death would yeet him this back in time. What? Really? I guess nothing's really gone irreparably wrong and all the pieces are in place. But yeah, this is the first time where, as far as any event we've seen up to this point goes, it's all in place already. Wow! Wow! I've been wondering for a while exactly how Subaru's save points work, and I do think that they're going to clarify it at some point. It's clearly a moment of great comfort to him, uh, relatively speaking. Like, a little bit of a wrinkle in that is the battle, after the battle with the white whale, but it was still more comfortable than any other moment. It would have been sensible, so we can largely assume that I think that he's never going to lose his save point by being trapped and unable to die. I think it's plausible that he could be tied up for 2 months, die and go back 2 months ago. I'm not sure, but I think we might end up seeing something like that at some point. But why here? I feel like there's a lot more moments than this. I almost wonder if it's so recent because of something to do with the witch cultist. Like some broader effect she had on his authority that is not yet obvious to us. Because this is weird. This is completely out of line with the general pattern established by the show so far. Accepting him dying in the alley, which was about the same. This is the earliest post restart that we've. This is the earliest we've seen him go back to before a death. By far, by far. Like it's out of line with the general storytelling of the show, because usually they want to establish a whole range of things that we could be following as an audience, right? Like, oh, this time Subaru's gonna end up going with Garfield. We're gonna get a little bit more on the mom thing, or blah 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 blah. Whatever happens as Subaru's gathering information to try and prevent what happens. That's kind of what I assumed we were gonna get to at some point. I didn't know where the save point was gonna be. It might have already happened. It might not have. But the fact, yeah, I'm blown away, and I'm sure you were too when you first saw this. 125.46. Man, the way that they all just exploded. Did we get to see the moment everyone switched their tune? Everybody's still a little shook here, and it's hard to say if Subaru wasn't the one to start talking to try. Yeah, I wonder if it is kind of like the purple-haired guy from My Hero Academia. It was the asking of the question that allowed her to do her thing, but just keep calm. So I'm not totally sure if Subaru was at this point turned, because he has a flair for the dramatic. It's easy to imagine he might have tried to do something. They're all smiling, and in the previous shot, they weren't. Is it to do with the dance? Is it straight just hypnotism? Yeah. I almost wonder if Subaru is just more susceptible than everyone else to this trick, because his connection to the witch has been an advantage to him for the most part. In regards to witch cultists, and being able to see unseen hand, being able to remember people despite being swallowed by their memories being swallowed by gluttony. Maybe we're seeing the opposite this time, where someone is able to much quicker envelop Subaru than anybody else. Maybe he's particularly weak to this. Maybe he was already gotten here. So maybe her magic wasn't already in place. I'm looking forward to them explaining how her magic works, because I do think we're going to be able to, we're going to go back and say, oh, exactly what happened. Starting the timer at 1:25:42. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Actually, I might be pausing some more here. Yeah, never mind. I didn't need to, because the flashbacks too almost had nothing. Wow. Do you remember Subaru? This is important to me this time. This was a weird one for you, because your mind was taken over. Beatrice should be clued in. Yeah. Theatrical malice. Ooh. Yeah, we haven't gotten an intro yet. I'm really looking forward to it. Ooh. It is every bit as exciting as I ever could have wanted. I'm hanging on every word, which is it's part and parcel. Like I was already so invested in this world that it would have had to be remarkably shitty for me to be able to be mentally capable of stepping back and being like, this sucks. Like, it's gotta really work to get me back to that point when I'm this invested, so someone else is gonna have to tell me if this, like, regular sucks, because I am so in. I love it. Woo! Yeah, I question if Subaru even remembers what happened beyond his own emotional, complete ass kicking he's going through right now, because this was a mind control thing. He might fundamentally not realize what's happened, just because he clearly wasn't himself after some point in her speech. Just that alone, because I think that might have to him be one of his scariest deaths. Like, up there with being controlled by Petalgoose and having Felix kill him. Yeah, I think. Ooh. I wasn't sure if we were gonna get the death by the end of the first episode, even with it being an hour and a half. But I'm not surprised either. Is that his new start point for some amount of time, though? That just feels like nothing. It's like, obviously he's gonna get through this situation with her. Like, they can't just kill him at that one spot for several episodes. That'd be a strange decision. So it feels weird for the point of his death to seem so short. Obviously, Regulus is still in town, but he doesn't really know that that's a problem yet. He doesn't know that that's a problem yet, and obviously this is going to expand, but the way it is now, it feels like almost he's gonna get through this situation and he's already gonna have a new save point before long. Ooh, and this is another thing I've been wondering, is at some point Subaru thinks everything's good. Kind of like with Rem, but in even more horrifying scenario, he thinks everything is good. He gets a new save point, only to discover something happened during his prior loop that he could have stopped, but he just didn't know about it. I love the White Fox logo, by the way. Yeah, I'm so fucking excited. And I've got 8 episodes. Unfortunately, they went on hiatus, but it helps me catch up, I suppose. I should have most of the season 2 episodes reacted to by the end of the weekend. I expect. Next time.